Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, readers of all persuasions. It is I, Gayla, and welcome back to Book Uncorking Caffeinated. And this is a special book rec day. It's Father's Day edition. Happy Father's Day to the fathers and the families. Happy Father's Day to my two dads. They're no longer with us, but I bask in the lessons and love that I received from them. So Father's Day isn't bittersweet for me anymore. It's just a sweetness that I have in my heart because my dads were wonderful men, and I wish that everyone has something they can hold dear to them when it comes to their father, whether they're in the land of the living or not. So happy Father's Day and happy Sunday. So I'm going to recommend some books. So everybody, fathers, mothers, families, all of that, but I wanted to be specific in the books that I recommended on today. And also, June is Black Men's Mental Health Month, so it all ties together. So the first book is Need No Introduction, Between the World and Me by Professor Coates. I just recently did this at the top of the year with as a professional read. I also read it before, but this time I got so much more out of it because of the conversation I was able to have with professionals in reading this book. So this is the first recommendation. And then the next two recommendations were books that I got for my practice. And not like I have a practice, but I am a therapist, and I do have a lot of men on my caseload. Ironically, at one time I had more men than women, which says a lot. I'm trying to look into how my spirit feeds for them, but I needed more references. And so I picked up Self-Care for Black Men, 100 Ways to Heal and Liberate by Joel Carabello. He's a LMHC, which is a licensed mental health counselor. And so a couple of months back, I did an interview with my cousin on his radio channel. He's out of Boulder, Colorado, and I mentioned this book, so I wanted to mention it again on my channel just to let men know there are ways you can get through the stresses of life, and you don't have to deal with things alone. Or if you want to deal with some things and work your way into being a part of the mental health community and getting more resources, this is one step to do that. And they have one for women as well. The first one I got was for women, and then I realized they had one for men, so I picked that up. The second book is Mental Health Journal for Black Men, Prompts and Practices to Prioritize Yourself and Work on Your Well-Being by Ryan K. Grace, who is also a LMHC. And Miss Grace, Ryan K. Grace is a Black queer therapist who supports the emotional health of all Black and queer people, which I think is super awesome. So that's another one. I use this a lot with my young men in school that I work with. I actually gifted this one to one of my students. I saw that he was having a hard time, and he's an older student, so he was able to take this in and receive this out of respect and love, because he knows I respect and really care for his mental health. So I gifted that one. And the last book I have is The Complete Poems of Paul Laurence Dunbar. Actually, this was gifted to me. So I spent a couple of days in Philly, and I went to a bookstore and I bought a bunch of things. Actually, I bought this book when I was in Philly, and I bought some other things, and there was like some older books, and she was like, oh, take a look at that pile, and she was like, pick what you want. And so I picked this, and this has a lot of poems just about being Black in the time, and just, being safe also. Because there were times, even though you were Black and you were confident, you had to make sure that you were also safe. So I picked that up. So I haven't read through this one yet, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna read through it and find a couple of poems that I can use in my classroom in my office with my kids. So yeah, these were 4 books that I thought that was really good to bring up and talk about mental health with men. We don't often do that. And I think we need to. They need to know that they have safe spaces to be. And I like to be a part of that journey. When working with young people, I don't care who I work with. But, in my 5 to 9, as I often say, I have a lot of men who are looking to have safe spaces. And I'm happy and honored that they have chosen me to be a part of that journey. So those are my recommendations for books, the Father's Day edition. And so, yeah, enjoy your Sundays, enjoy your dads, whether they're here or in memory, and do all the things like, comment, and share this with actually your families. And you don't have to be male to read them. These can be also be resources to the women and children in their lives to help their dads and uncles and brothers get through some tough times, especially in this day and age. So enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your Father's Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.